Perfect World Episode 193. The Immortal Storm. Supreme Geniuses Emerge. As Shurha transcends his tribulation to ascend to a higher realm, a mysterious force awakens. And what about Gu Janun? Can his karma liquid truly shake the 3,000 provinces? Dive into the shocking secrets of Episode 193, where the clash between heavenly gods and young prodigies reaches its peak. Following Shurha's successful tribulation transcendence, Gu Janun also succeeded. However, unexpectedly, his tribulation karma was not the golden auspicious karma. Continuing from the last episode, after Shurha cultivated the Willow God's gene family method and the previous era's law, he felt he would not remain in the true physician realm for long because his preparations had been too thorough. Meanwhile, in the center of the 3,000 provinces middle province, there was an ancient altar. It was a remnant immortal Dao formation belonging to Immortal Valley's Jiuan. A massive silver lightning bolt descended, penetrating the heavens and earth, making the place immensely radiant. Clearly, some power was activating the ancient altar, reviving the remaining immortal Dao formation. Neither heavenly gods nor sect masters could remain calm. Many important figures from various sects rushed there, closely observing. The ancient Heaven sect master speculated that a powerful being might be arriving. As soon as these words were spoken, many found it hard to believe. This altar had been silent for tens of thousands of years. Who would still use this formation to arrive? With a final loud boom, a portal appeared within the silver lightning. Amidst sacred light, rich spiritual energy surged out. 3 middle-aged experts stepped out, exuding a terrifying aura, making it unbearable for the surrounding heavenly gods. Immediately after, 5 or 6 young people, both male and female, followed the 3 middle-aged men. Each possessed astonishing auras. The discerning people outside the altar recognized that the individuals who descended from the Silver Passage were all heavenly god-level experts. While the 3 middle-aged men were impressive, the young ones were exceptionally so. Their realm had also reached the heavenly god realm. Moreover, immortal chi emanated from their bodies, making them objects of envy. No such individuals had appeared in the upper realm. Even the peerless prodigies within Immortal Valley had yet to reach the heavenly god realm. A young expert declared that he felt capable of sweeping across the 3,000 provinces alone. He expressed disappointment in the young experts present, questioning whether the younger generation had been ruined. Hearing this, some young cultivators outside the altar blushed with shame. Compared to the individuals on the altar, they were indeed no match. However, someone retorted that while they might not be geniuses, there were those who were not necessarily weaker than him. These individuals had simply entered the immortal ghost ruins. The young expert, seemingly unconcerned, continued, stating he had heard that place only allowed those below the divine fire realm to enter and doubted they could be that strong. He then addressed the heavenly gods of the upper realm, suggesting that since their younger generation was so weak, all the heavenly gods present should spar with him together. Meanwhile, within a small 1,000 world in Immortal Valley, Shurha left the Willow God's sacred ground and arrived at a soul island of the Babi Soul clan. Several clans, to celebrate Shurha's successful tribulation transcendence, had prepared a banquet for him. Chao Yusheng, Little Rabbit, Long Gong En, Dragon Girl, and others were also present. They all benefited from Shurha's influence, having the honor of entering this sacred ancient island. Little Rabbit, with a greedy look, set her sights on a medicine field in the distance, showing no interest in the food on the table. The Babi Soul clan elder offered her some sacred medicines. Hearing this, Little Rabbit immediately sprang into action, hugging the Soul clan elder's arm and calling him Grandpa affectionately. The eyes of some Babi Soul clan members widened as they saw Little Rabbit bite a leaf off a divine medicine, which then ran for its life across the medicine garden. Although the Soul clan's old heavenly god felt a little distressed, he dismissed it as just a leaf. They continued to raise their glasses and drink, discussing various secrets within Immortal Valley, including many dangerous places. Shurha took note of everything, especially natural treasures and resources he might need. The various clans held nothing back, not only telling him the locations of these things, but also warning him about the dangers of certain places and offering their assistance if he needed anything. Chao Yuxing, Little Rabbit, and Long Gong'an were envious of Shihao. He had consumed all the tribulation karma liquid, yet several heavenly gods were now offering him protection and escort. Shihao asked the Centaur clan and ancient demon clan heavenly gods who had wanted to kill him. The two heavenly gods were embarrassed. What happened was inexcusable. Shihao had trusted them, choosing to join them, yet heavenly gods from their own clans had tried to kill him. A serious investigation would undoubtedly reveal the culprit, as each clan only had a few heavenly gods. The two heavenly gods felt uneasy. Punishing the responsible heavenly god would be a significant loss, but not giving the young man an explanation would leave him dissatisfied. The Centaur clan heavenly god changed the subject, asking Shihao if he still needed any natural treasures and resources now that he had reached the true physician realm. Shihao remained resolute, wanting to know who held animosity towards him. Otherwise, he would always feel uneasy. Just then, a roar resounded, shaking the entire island and making everyone present, including the heavenly gods, tremble with fear. Chao Yuxing guessed that with such a violent roar, this person, he must be a sect master-level figure in the outside world. The Bobby Soul clan heavenly god, addressing Shihao, explained that this was one of their clan's ancestors and their #1 expert. His strength had long surpassed the heavenly god realm, having lived for over 1,000,000 years. As Little Fatty had said, this ancient sect master-level figure would absolutely be a major power in the outside world. However, within Immortal Valley, due to the curse, the stronger one's strength, the more severe the backlash. At the level of this old sect master, he naturally possessed supreme power to suppress and seal himself. Even though he remained alive, he had been sealed for hundreds of thousands of years. Therefore, under normal circumstances, this old sect master spent his time slumbering. Unexpectedly, he had awakened once again. After learning the details, Shihao wanted to see how powerful this old sect master was. Upon arriving at a rocky mountain area in Jiyuan, Shihao saw an old man with disheveled hair, bound by thick chains at the center of a large formation. The old man, still alive, emitted a terrifying aura. Sensing someone's arrival, the old man lifted his head, peering through the hair on his face. Even heavenly gods wouldn't dare step half a foot into the formation. Shihao asked the Soul clan members if there was a way to help the old sect master regain some consciousness, as he still had some privately stored tribulation karma liquid. As soon as these words were spoken, the Centaur clan and ancient demon clan heavenly gods were stunned. They had each already drunk a cup. If they drank this additional cup, they could completely lift the curse. However, Shihao had never offered it, clearly showing his dissatisfaction with their two clans. After some discussion, the two, still resentful of their clansmen causing trouble, couldn't help but take Shihao seriously. A Soul clan expert took out a soul calming stone, helping the old sect master regain a sliver of consciousness. Upon hearing that a young man could lift his curse, the old sect master's eyes flashed with a bright light. The old sect master drank the tribulation karma liquid, closed his eyes, and began to circulate his cultivation technique. Billowing black mist burned on his body, gradually transforming into black light. Shihao was very satisfied, having finally saved a heavyweight figure. He had a premonition that Immortal Valley would likely open early, not waiting for 1,000 years. A group of old geezers waited outside to kill him. If he could revive a few peerless sect master-level figures from within Immortal Valley, he could directly charge out. The old sect master opened his eyes. His gaze was much clearer than before. However, 1 cup of tribulation karma liquid was far from enough to completely lift the curse. After all, even heavenly gods needed 2 cups. He could only place his hopes on Shihao's next tribulation transcendence. The old sect master still didn't leave the formation. Although his mind was no longer muddled, there was no telling when it might relapse. Only by truly lifting the curse could he leave. Shihao also visited the Centaur clan and ancient demon clan. Although he sensed the auras of the 2 heavenly gods who had ambushed him, the 2 clans didn't say anything. He couldn't interfere in their internal affairs. Shihao left the area to avoid any accidents. Several days later, a deafening thunderclap resounded across the sky. Following Shihao's successful tribulation, another expert embarked on this path, triggering the heavenly tribulation and refining their physique. A figure stood alone beneath the vast sky, a single person and a sword confronting the terrifying heavenly tribulation. Endless thunderbolts struck down, smashing the entire area into ruins. This held great significance for the natives, especially those who harbored animosity towards Shihao. They no longer needed to lower their heads and apologize to him. Among them were the two heavenly gods from the Centaur clan and ancient demon clan, the same two experts who had previously ambushed and tried to kill Shihao. News of someone undergoing tribulation spread far and wide. Word spread that the person undergoing tribulation was none other than Gu Jianyun of the Sword Bone. Before entering Immortal Valley, he had challenged Long Gong'en in Drunk Province and had colluded with the demonic dragon Dao Gate, Fire Cloud Cave, and other sects, showing hostility towards the descendant of Zue Shui. The heavens and earth quaked, ghosts wept and gods howled. Gu Jianyun successfully crossed the tribulation with his own strength, causing a world-shaking commotion. Many saw the immortal pond within the thunderclouds. Gu Jianyun sat cross-legged beside the tribulation karma immortal pond, healing his injuries, making many rejoice. Another peerless prodigy had emerged. This also meant he controlled a mystical auspicious karma and didn't need to beg Shihao. Some heavenly gods even thought that if Shihao were killed, they wouldn't necessarily have to rely on him. A heavenly god from each of the Centaur clan and ancient demon clan appeared, Ma Yu and Mo Luo. They laughed heartily, waiting for Gu Jianyun to emerge from the thunderclouds to claim the tribulation karma liquid. Gu Jianyun emerged from the tribulation, carrying the powerful aura of a true god, becoming one of the strongest prodigies. People holding sacred objects approached, wanting to exchange for the tribulation karma liquid. Gu Jianyun, magnanimous, didn't exchange with them. Instead, he took out several jade containers filled with tribulation karma liquid and handed them out. The heavenly gods present praised him. Mai remarked that while both had undergone tribulation, one acted selfishly while this young friend was sincere, truly admirable. Mo Luo added that the difference between people was vast, that this young friend had noble character and was destined for great achievements. He suggested that someone must be anxious now, as Shihao was no longer the only one. Although they didn't mention any names, this was no different from belittling Shihao. Of course, they were fearless at this moment. With the tribulation karma liquid in hand, they feared nothing. Gu Jianyun's talent was exceptional. Having overcome this heavenly tribulation, he smiled serenely because everything was developing as he had anticipated. His humble demeanor was enough to win over some heavenly gods, gathering them into a formidable force. By comparison, Gu Jianyun would no longer fear Shihao within Immortal Valley. He might even gain the upper hand. However, the good times didn't last. Many impatient individuals, after drinking the tribulation karma liquid, revealed expressions of surprise and suspicion. They discovered that the curse's power still lingered unabated. Many onlookers in the distance witnessed the scene and were astonished. These heavenly gods were like falling from heaven into hell. The joy on their faces faded, replaced by utter disappointment. They extended their divine senses and quickly discovered that although this tribulation karma liquid was also golden, it contained a rich purple light within. After refinement, only a small amount of golden liquid remained. The majority was actually purple liquid. Some heavenly gods were both shocked and furious. Although they hadn't experienced a true tribulation, they had seen descriptions of the strongest tribulation on the ancient tree. When Gu Jianyun underwent tribulation, although a terrifying sea of thunder had appeared, it wasn't the strongest tribulation. Therefore, the tribulation karma liquid he brought back had no miraculous effect in lifting the curse. Ma Yu and Mo Luo were filled with regret, remembering what they had said earlier to flatter Gu Jianyun. If it reached Shihao's ears, they would lose any chance of lifting the curse in the future. However, secrets are rarely kept forever. This news quickly reached Shi Hao, who calmly stated that he had also obtained a pool of purple tribulation karma liquid during his tribulation at the Venerable Realm. Clearly, these words also reached Gu Jianyun, whose face darkened considerably. He also felt a heavy blow, having not expected that the tribulation karma liquid he had obtained after risking his life would be useless. And Shi Hao had already encountered purple tribulation karma liquid and even undergone this type of heavenly tribulation at the Venerable Realm. In the following days, many people within Immortal Valley underwent tribulation. Ma Yu and Mo Luo rushed over immediately, but gained nothing. Those individuals all failed their tribulations, their bodies and souls destroyed. This demonstrated that not everyone could be like Shi Hao, attracting the strongest tribulation with 3 immortal qi. This further highlighted Shi Hao's uniqueness. Of course, many also acknowledged that although Gu Jianyun hadn't undergone the strongest tribulation, he was the only one to survive besides Shi Hao. Many native clans sought to recruit him, believing that Gu Jianyun possessed astonishing potential and might even be qualified to challenge the strongest tribulation in the future. Please give us a like and subscribe, fellow Taoists. Let's continue our chat in the next episode.